Suppose neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before or what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and shoot.
He unleashes a long one. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Handoff to the lone back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job.
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chance.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits that make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds of...
Turning it on! The 20. Touchdown, Georgia! Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a third and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Avery. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They go right back to him. Plows through the defense. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Grab near the marker. It's Avery. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Snags it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And the Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Mississippi State made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Bulldogs. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now they'll try the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Back to the ground game on the left. Got the first down and more. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
They'll give it to him again. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
The give to the tailback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. These two running games so far, dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Red pass, it's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators. Just playing in that rivalry, you know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Tony.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working on the right. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively...
There he goes! Oh, he got loose! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
To the air on first down. Looking deep. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Abrams.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end and they stopped the drive. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Wiley. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield and sub it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
the 40. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Caught close to the marker, it's Wiley. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. The screen, he's got wheels. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Sends it back in motion. Trying play action. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans. This offense better find out how to slow him down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for space. It's Riley. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the...
Looking to take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. And he missed it. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. finds space on the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And it's caught inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Wants to throw again. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they force that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
It's third and goal and third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had two safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
Finds his way ahead for three out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the run.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
He makes the catch. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Right on target this time. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll throw it from the red zone. Complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The screen, and watch out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 2 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the sticks. It's Abrams. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Florida! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. A strike downfield. Kearney on the Jets. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
To the air on second down. Got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. He wants to throw it again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Takes the handoff. It's Ware. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackle.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Dogs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Boom. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense putting points on the board.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 10 over Tulane. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Running game got stuffed on first down, still from their own 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here's the give off the left side. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to get the edge on the toss. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves that they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.